Okay. All right. When I was a college student, the big terms, the big tests were coming up. And you would cram all night to get ready for the big exam because you needed to pass that course, maybe with flying colors, to get the grades you needed to graduate. So you would make promises to the Lord. Say, Lord, if you get me through this, I'll give up smoking, or I'll give up drinking, or I'll give up womanizing. In the ancient world, when men really wanted God to hear their prayer, they would be willing to offer up animals, of course, like lambs and bullocks and this sort of thing. But before Judaism really took root, the main thing you would promise to give God would be a member of your household. Some people would say they'd be willing to offer up the elderly. In fact, in the modern world, everybody's willing to offer up the elderly all of a sudden, or offer up the unborn, But what this man did, because he wanted the Lord to listen, he said, Lord, you pick, you decide who I'm going to offer up to you. Whoever's the first one to come out of the house, whether it's my elderly grandparents or a little toddler, whatever it is, you pick, I'll offer him up. Just let me pass this test. He passed the test, he defeated the Ammonites, he went home, and lo and behold, the first one to come out was his teenage daughter. And of course, to us today, it's like, well, we would say, you get a dispensation, you don't have to kill her.
It's not justified.
But in those days, human sacrifice was the name of the game. That's, if you cared anything for God or religion, you needed to be willing to sacrifice every relative you got, every friend you have. And this was universal. That's why Jesus could say to his disciples, he never said you have to offer up your mom and dad and your whatever. But he did say this, you needed to be willing to do so.
Now, later,
and that's pretty strict.
But Father, I thought they stopped it because, like with Isaac, I thought the other people around still do human
Everybody
sacrifices,
else did, but not the Jews.
Yeah.
So,
but this guy is not a Jew?
This guy is acting like a man from the culture around him. He's not acting like a Jew.
He's not acting like a Jew.
Yeah, at this
Jews
time,
had gotten away from human sacrifice.
Exactly. What held Israel together as a nation, what gave them some strength and identity, was the rule of judges. And so this is a time when they aren't able to offer animal sacrifice at the temple in Jerusalem. And obviously the surrounding culture and the culture they themselves had before Isaac, of offering humans as a sign of love or dedication. That's the big insight for Jesus was to say, if you really want to make a sacrifice, offer yourself. That was, and people were like, whoa, that really made people take second thoughts and step back, because sacrifice, as long as it's something outside of you, even if it's a relative, maybe it's your in-laws. Everybody would like to sacrifice their in-laws. Where's the real sacrifice? Real sacrifice means sacrificing yourself, and Jesus knew that, of course, and really brought that to human consciousness.
That's why he offered himself.
Okay.
He didn't ask us to do anything that he didn't do himself. He understood. That's a very important, viable characteristic of real leadership among men anywhere.